Welcome back. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today, guys, I got a short stream for you. I actually got to make it to a appointment for my wife and our baby on the way. I got a little girl on the way. I had a very busy day at work, but the content keeps on coming. We will not stop, even if I got to do a short stream today. I got some news to share with you guys today. I want to talk about what's going on in this market, a couple of the big stories. We're always doing live streams every Monday through Friday for you guys, and we will not stop because these crypto markets do not stop. They do not sleep. These markets trade 24/7. They keep you up at night. They wake you up in the morning, and then they keep you up during the day. This is just what crypto does. So if you're into it, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. Good to be doing another stream for you. A couple stories in the day. We're going to talk about crypto going mainstream. Also, a lot of people have talked about crypto needing to get the user interface going. That's coming increasingly over time. I've got a story to share with you guys on that in particular. Also, a big story having to do with a huge $520,000 Bitcoin donation today. Very, very interesting. Talk about what that says. Talk about the SEC head, Gary Gensler, and his comments recently on the Ethereum ETF. Very interesting idea as to when this chop will be over for cryptocurrency, when we see these things go back up. Get some ideas on that. And I also want to talk about government holdings for Bitcoin. You heard about Germany selling Bitcoin, but what if I told you the U.S. government is about to dump 3,900 Bitcoin worth $241 million? Maybe. And what if we could find out exactly how many Bitcoin these governments are holding? And maybe it's not that exact, though. But I do have some metrics to share with you guys today. So quite a bit to go over, as well as, yes, you saw in the title, we'll talk about the breaking crypto news, Bitcoins versus altcoins, and $15 billion liquidation. Hasn't happened yet, but I do think we could see it. And I think it's going to be a short squeeze, my friends. And it's roughly 15 billion. It's anywhere from 10 to 20 billion. That can change at any given moment. We got to talk about it all. So welcome back, everybody. Shout out to Benny, Blue Eyes, smash a like, Osiris, subscribe to the channel. Marty, what is going on, my friends? Again, I do have an appointment for my baby girl on the way. Got to go soon. Got to get in the car, meet my wife there. So a shorter stream today. So let's just get into it. Let's cut to the chase. Shout out to BSS. Shout out to Jean Santiago, and Charles Crypto Manson. Oh boy, what a name there. Okay, guys, let's get in. Let's do the thing. So let's start with this, guys. The charts. Always with the charts. Fear and greed index is low. Are you buying? Are you buying, or are you just letting these beautiful discounts go by the wayside, my friends? Are you buying or letting these discounts go by the wayside, my friends? Because the fear and greed index at neutral definitely, in my mind, presents a buying opportunity, but not everybody sees it that way. Not everybody sees it that way. I do, however, and looking at Bitcoin at $60,000, I think it's cheap compared to $73,000. Let me know what you think. We got Kev Do in the chat. Oh, I know who that is, my friend. I've been very busy. Like I said, I got a baby appointment I got to rush to. Had to go into a work meeting all day. I know Kev Do very well, and I love this guy. And he's getting in that meme coin, man, and now he's out of money. And you know what, Kev Do, that is the sentiment across the market right now. So I think I know what you were calling me about, and I owe you a call, my friend. And let's talk about why Bitcoin and altcoins are playing these games and what we can expect next, because this is really what everybody's focused on today. You see Bitcoin at 61K. You see Ethereum at $3,400. These are way down. And so as Bitcoin slips lower, we all know the story at this point, altcoins slip harder. That's just how it goes. And we have been stuck. We've been absolutely stuck on this area right here for the overall market cap. The overall market cap really topped out when? Almost 100 days ago, specifically 91 days ago. The altcoins topped out. What's funny about that is Bitcoin topped out. Let's see how well that lines up, actually. Top to here, 104 days ago. So Bitcoin topped out first, and then the altcoins kept rallying. So Bitcoin hit a peak, right? And then as you can see here, the overall market cap actually went up just a couple days longer, just about a week or so longer. But then they came tumbling down with Bitcoin. So it's not perfect. It's not like Bitcoin crashes today, altcoins crash at the very same moment. Sometimes that is how it is, right? Especially as Bitcoin's more fearful, as the fear builds up, altcoins tend to crash along with the Bitcoin dumps. But as Bitcoin's rallying up, and this is just a test off a high, altcoins didn't really dump right away. But when we started seeing it slip down slow, like faster and more quickly, altcoins slipped a little bit more. So a lot of my favorite altcoins are way down. Stacks token below $2 is ridiculous. What a cheap discount. Another meme coin I'm very bullish on, Instax, Welsh, way down as well. All the meme coins in Cronos, absolutely getting crushed. However, Crow and Knife is showing some strength today, which is great to see, because they are getting an exchange listing, a pump off an exchange listing. Can that be long-lived? We'll have to talk more about that. In fact, I already recorded a video for you guys just before this video, which is why I missed your call, KevDo. And it's all about the Cronos memes, so you guys should check that one out later today, because I talked a little bit more about where we're at right now with the Cronos memes, what's going on with that. But just generally, altcoins versus Bitcoin, struggling right now. And one good example of that is Crowcoin. Crowcoin is at its all-time low versus Bitcoin. So we are experiencing some of the pain in the Cronos ecosystem. Again, I talk more about that in my video later today. But Solana is at the low of its range. You see Ethereum coming down as well. We see Pepe, which is getting a little bit of a boost, but still on the daily. Wow, we had a big day yesterday, actually, for Pepe, which is very, very interesting. But generally, a lot of these altcoins really aren't doing that well. And how do we know? We just look at this overall market cap. And so anything going on in these markets right now, in my opinion, there's no need for panic. And I think a lot of people want to panic right now. I think a lot of people want to panic right now with everything that's going on in the space. But if you just look at what we got going on right here, and perhaps I should just draw this thing out finally. Here we go. I'm going to draw this thing out because I've been looking at this wedge for a very long time. Oh, and my chart didn't work. That's so sad. Okay, let me get it figured out here. Come on now. See, trading views blowing up on me. So anyway, I see a wedge in there. Looks like it's not going to work for us. Oh, well. Okay, I'm going to go over here and talk about some of these stories. Now, in my thumbnail and on my title, I'm talking about $15 billion liquidation. Well, CryptoKip, what the heck are you talking about? Well, let's talk about it. And it is very simple, my friends. It's very simple, and it's what I have to look forward to every day. And if you're holding a meme coin or you're holding an altcoin, it's what you have to look forward to as well. Because for Bitcoin, it's a $15 billion short squeeze I'm talking about, my friends. And where am I getting 15 billion? Well, it's roughly 15 billion, because we could add 2.18 billion. We could add 2.37. That's already 5. We could add another 2.39. That's now we're at 7, and now there's another 5. So it's like $20 billion. Actually, it's probably a lot more. I should have done more. I should have said 20 or 25 billion. $billion, guys. Billions. For reference, okay? And just so you understand, these little levels up here, these are like magnets, okay? These are bets against Bitcoin going up. These are short side bettors. These people think that Bitcoin's going down. These people down here, these people think that Bitcoin's going up, and there's billions down here that could be liquidated as well, but there's way more up here, and typically the money is what the magnet goes to, okay? So for reference, here's what you need to look at, all right? Looking at some of the biggest days of liquidations, March 4th, this is the biggest thing we see all the way back to December of 2023. March 4th, you want to know how big 14, 15, $20 billion is? The biggest liquidation we've had is a day of $2 billion in liquidations. $1.2 billion in liquidations versus a potential 14 billion. 15 billion, 20 billion. That's all up here. Realistically, not all of this is going to get liquidated at once, my friends. Some of these people will close out their shorts as we approach that price. That's always how this plays out. Same thing to the opposite direction. This is always how this goes. But guys, this is a very big magnet, and I'm just waiting for the moment where this thing absolutely pops off. And we're just not there yet. But we are heading in the right direction. More technology upgrades coming. Solana just adds blinks into action so users can trade crypto on their favorite social apps. The reason I brought this story up for you is because Solana is still one of the top trending protocols out there. Solana ecosystem, very hot on CoinMarketCap. Dog with hat. We saw the bonk craze. We saw the Pyth. We saw the Jupiter airdrop. We saw a lot of that. Book of Memes was big. A lot of these coins in Solana were very big. Now we've got the base chain going crazy, and people are freaking out about the base chain as well. This is definitely one of the top chains out there, and you can see some of these meme tokens that have been doing very, very well over last week. You got Brett. Well, actually, Brett's not as up as it was yesterday. Counted down a little bit, but still up 5%. Again, these things are down as well, but Brett is one of the most trending ecosystems out there as well at a $1.5 billion locked into that ecosystem. And Solana is much, much bigger. Specifically, how much bigger is Solana? Solana is $4.2 billion in value locked. So roughly, a little under 4x bigger. So what we're seeing with this story is that, as I said in the beginning of this video, user interface for crypto is getting better. One day we're going to be in a time where people are going to be using cryptocurrency and they're not even going to realize it. And it's little stories like this that keep us headed in that direction. Now, this is very much you knowing that you're doing some kind of crypto transaction, because this is so you can trade crypto. Very, very knowing, instead of like having a crypto token that protects your data, something like buying cell phone minutes via, through a crypto is like a little less crypto-y, right? But this is just straight up trading, but it's getting easier to do so is my point. Instead of having to interact with an exchange, well, now, just through some of these integrations and some of these apps, crypto is just becoming more popular. It's just going more mainstream. And this is one of the biggest chains out there, my friends. So as you can see, we got Ethereum, Tron, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, the big boys. That's what everybody's looking to. Where's the development happening? There's a lot of development happening. But no matter which chain you're on, whether you're in Cronos, whether you're in Ethereum, nothing's really going that well right now, right? Nothing's really going that well. And to just taste that, to see, well, is my mindset right? Am I in a bag coin? You might be wondering. And why are these bags down that I'm holding? Kev do. Look at the fear and greed index. It's at 46 neutral. Things are rough right now. Everybody's portfolio should be down from their all-time highs. I can tell you for certain that my portfolio is definitely down from my all-time highs in this current bull cycle. And that's just as expected, because Bitcoin is just not doing the thing yet. We've been trading in this range for so darn long. I've been talking about this range forever. And until we really get the breakout, from this range, and it's been about 110 days since we've been trading in this area, as we looked at earlier, 110 days. We're waiting for the breakout. Until that happens, the overall market cap's not going to break out. Cronos isn't going to break out. Solana's not going to break out. And probably the meme coins within those ecosystems aren't going to break out as well. The reason they did all break out recently, even while Bitcoin was trading sideways, is because we still had a bullish bias, even up until this point. But when Bitcoin kind of slipped over this little edge right here, I felt everybody turn extremely bearish. And I'm still feeling that. And we just need that idea to end. And you got to look at the big picture, my friends. There's a lot of good things happening in crypto. Very interesting to see this story. Just an interesting story I want to share with you guys. Anonymous Bitcoin donor just paid for Julian Assange's $520,000 jet after his release. For those of you guys that don't know, Julian Assange was a guy that basically came out and revealed that the U.S. government was maybe overstepping their boundaries with their surveillance on the U.S. citizens. And so this kind of goes back to privacy and, fighting against the the centralized entities and maybe governments, if you will, like Julian Assange. So this donation is very interesting, and it's kind of coming from the crypto world, who probably believes in what Julian Assange did. Originally, they got him into such trouble for so long. And if you don't know about Julian Assange and all that, you should check it out. He's a very controversial figure. I don't want to get too much more into it, but it's a very interesting story. And just to note, $520,000 from one donor, that's a lot of money. And that kind of brings me over to Bitcoin holders, and there being a tremendous amount of money in the Bitcoin ecosystem. There's $1.2 trillion in Bitcoin. Somebody just donated $520,000 like that, like no problem, to Julian Assange. That's a lot of disposable money for that individual to send. Well, there's a lot of people in Bitcoin with that kind of money, people that have been buying Bitcoin since 2009, people that own hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin, hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin, matter of fact, with a $1.2 trillion market cap. And I believe that Stacks blockchain, Stacks ecosystem, the L2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi is extremely undervalued with only $120 million locked in this ecosystem. I think that this ecosystem can over 100x. Yes, I believe this ecosystem can get easily to not just 1.2 billion, but to 10 or 12 billion. And I you know what, guys, I'm going to say it. It could even 1,000x. It could go to 1 trillion. If Bitcoin does the thing and moves up in a big way, we could see, you know, a huge portion of the amount of money in Bitcoin flow into the Stacks ecosystem. Now, I don't think that we're going to get 1,000x, excuse me, in Stacks, you know, overnight here or even necessarily in this bull run, but 100x could happen in this bull run. It could happen relatively quick because of the idea of how many people are holding tremendous amounts of Bitcoin, the amount of money that's invested in Bitcoin, and then it naturally just flowing into a DeFi economy, you know, peer-to-peer transactions into the whole point of crypto, which is a good decentralized option. And Bitcoin is the most decentralized cryptocurrency out there. And the tokenomics are some of the best. 21 million Bitcoin. Some of them are lost forever. Only 21 million Bitcoin will exist. It's just getting more rare. So these are all interesting thoughts. I want to share with you guys another story. Interesting. It's getting talked about today. SEC Chair Gary Gensler says the process to spot Ethereum ETF approval is going smoothly. And then that leads me into my question. There's been rumors that the Ethereum ETF is going to get approved in July. And so he says that it's going smoothly. We're approaching July. And if you look at my partner on this channel, Black Sea's Twitter, he asked a great question I want to share with you guys. When do you think this chop will be over? July, August, October, or 2025? 41%, the majority, said July. I agree. I think that that's a likely scenario. If we're seeing comments like this from Chair Gary Gensler, seeing a smooth road on these Ethereum ETFs, we're seeing rumors that the Ethereum ETFs are going to be approved in July. And if those Ethereum ETFs are approved, that could be the catalyst, my friends. That could be the catalyst to send us to the next level. Let's talk about the U.S. government with the 3,940 Bitcoin worth $241 million that they sent to Coinbase. Absolutely insane to see these large government agencies sending these amounts of Bitcoin to centralized exchanges, my friend. And they're just dumping these cryptos on the open market. Is the U.S. government about to sell? It looks like they are about to sell this potentially. And they aren't the only one, because the German government also sold 750 Bitcoin the other day. Now, you might be wondering, who are the top holders in the governments with their Bitcoin? United States is number one with 213,000 Bitcoin. Michael Saylor owns more Bitcoin than that, my friends, but I think that the U.S. government has more Bitcoin than that. China allegedly only has 190,000 Bitcoin. Maybe they have more than that. United Kingdom is 3. Apparently, Ukraine, various, I don't know what that means, is 4. Germany is 5th. So these are some of the biggest holders. And then you have El Salvador with number 5. I think that a lot of data is missing here, but this is all we have to account for at this point. I don't even know how accurate this could be. I don't know how they're tracking this down, but it's just very interesting to see the scope of things. And so again, you know, U.S. government owns 213,000 Bitcoin apparently, and they just sent 3,000 of that. They get a lot of Bitcoin left, as does the German government, as do a lot of these institutions. But I think these stories are just designed to FUD us, to scare us. And maybe there's something that big money knows about these governments trying to dump these Bitcoin, which is maybe why these short positions are there. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the bulls are stronger than the bears in general. That is why we see cryptocurrency have bull markets. Oh, I got you, Benny Blue Eyes. We got a question in the crypto report chat. I got you. We'll talk in the chat here after the stream, my brother. Thanks for the shout out, Benny. I appreciate you. Kip, are we winning and touching grass? We are definitely touching grass. And right now we're not winning, but we will be winning, my friend. Right now we're not winning, but we will be winning. My friend, if this bull market just gets going, you had a great question. How many days did the last cycle last? Well, I'll just do it this way. From the bottom, which was here, to the top, 1,071 days. So from the bottom to the top of 1,071 days, that takes us out to October of 2025. So we are about halfway through. We are essentially at the halfway point, just through the halfway point. The Bitcoin halving is now complete, and we're at the halfway point, at least comparing ourselves to the most recent bull cycle. And let's look at the one before that. What was the time frame there? From the bottom to the top. Oh, what do you know? 1,071 days. So we got a 1,000-day bull market, guys, and we're 500 days of the way through. Are you ready for the parabolic explosion? Because I am. I certainly am. Thanks for that comment, though, Benny. We'll get in there. We got some cars in the chat. We got a lot of the Crow fam in the chat. Crow with Knife is doing well today. It's good to see. It's got an exchange listing coming. Part of me wishes I didn't sell them, but hey, I took some good profits. I had to take some profits. I paid up for some cars. That's okay. Got some Mary. Mary went the wrong way. So did Crow with Knife a little bit, but it did hold up better than Mary. I'll say it. I'll tell you guys how it is, right? Am I going to get back into CAW? I might get back into CAW, but I don't have a lot of dry powder right now, and it's hard to justify selling at a loss. So yeah, I'm playing the game, my friends. I'm playing the game. Somebody's probably going to grab this clip, throw it on Twitter, and I love it. You know what? I celebrate Crow with Knife. I want it to go to the moon. I want the Cronos ecosystem to explode. I want the Cronos coins, all of them, to go to other chains. I want them to expand. I want them to draw attention. I want them to draw people in to Cronos. That's what I want to see. I want to see this crypto bull market get going, and it's just a matter of time, my friends. It's just a matter of time. I'm patient. We got to stay patient. I got a jet, my friends, because I've got an appointment for my little girl who's due September 16th. We're doing a glucose test today with my wife. I'm going to be there for her, trying to be a good husband. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Benny Blue Eyes, I will see you in the private Discord. If you guys want to become a member on the private Discord, do so. Check it out. If you haven't done so already, by the way, we do have some sign-up links for you guys. You can check those out in the description of this video. When you sign up for Blowfin, you do get $30 in free money for the copy trading function on that right now. That's the promo they have going on. They also have other sign-up bonuses as well. I guess I got a question I got to answer in our private Discord, so I'm going to get into that private Discord after this video while I'm sitting in that waiting room with my wife. That's all I got in this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Check out the link in the description down below. If you want to become a member on the channel, get into that private Discord. You can do that in the description as well. That's all I got in this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL. Do your own research. As always, you got to do your own due diligence, my friends. Much love. I'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.